Good morning, neighbors. It is Thursday, January 29th, 2026, and you are tuned in to the Murphy Morning Show with me, Sara, here to ease you into the day from our little corner of the mountains in Murphy, North Carolina. Grab your coffee, get cozy, and let us walk through what is happening around town and across Cherokee County today. Let us start with local news close to home here in Murphy. Town leaders have been busy working through the aftermath of that big winter storm threat that had everyone watching the sky and checking their generators. The town of Murphy recently declared a local state of emergency ahead of the storm so they would have the flexibility to open shelters, coordinate with emergency services, and manage any power or road issues that might have come up. Even though the worst of the ice ended up sliding by and sparing us from the catastrophic damage folks feared, officials say the declaration helped keep resources and communication ready to go just in case, and they are now shifting from emergency posture back toward normal operations as conditions stabilize and roads and utilities stay in better shape than expected. Over in Andrews, there has been an important update for anyone who lives, works, or has family there. The town of Andrews had also declared a state of emergency because of the severe winter weather, with concerns about dangerous ice, travel problems, and strain on utilities. The good news is that as conditions improved, town officials determined those emergency conditions had passed, and Andrews has now formally rescinded its state of emergency declaration. That means the temporary emergency measures and restrictions that were put in place are no longer in effect, and regular town services and routines are resuming, even as people stay mindful of lingering slick spots and cold mornings. There has also been a broader regional impact from this winter weather system across the mountains and into North Georgia. Emergency managers and power crews have been tracking outages and hazardous driving conditions in parts of North Georgia, including areas not too far from Blairsville, where ice buildup and freezing temperatures have caused enough trouble that officials urge drivers to stay off the roads during the worst of it and open shelters in some counties to help people stay safe and warm. For us here in Western North Carolina, that is a good reminder that even if we were spared the very worst in Murphy and Cherokee County, we share the same weather patterns and need to stay prepared with emergency kits, full gas tanks, and a plan to check on neighbors when these storms are in the forecast. On the law enforcement front, Cherokee County authorities and local town departments have continued their focus on drug trafficking and related crime in our communities. In recent months, there have been several drug investigations across the county, and while some of the larger named operations go back a little while, they highlight the ongoing push to take dangerous substances and illegal firearms off the streets. Local leaders and officers have repeated that community tips and cooperation play a huge role in these investigations, encouraging residents to report suspicious activity and emphasizing that tackling drug problems is a long-term effort that takes both strong enforcement and community support. County government has also been active on the policy side. Cherokee County has been sharing updates on resolutions and public positions, including opposition to what local leaders describe as potential overreach in the use of the federal Antiquities Act and its impact on land use and local control. While that might sound a little wonky, it ties back to how much say local communities have over nearby public lands, development, and conservation decisions. For folks here who hunt, fish, hike, farm, or just care about how the land around them is managed, these county-level actions are part of a larger conversation about keeping a balance between protecting natural and historical resources and preserving local input and livelihoods. Let us talk about the weather for Murphy over the next 3 days so you can plan your errands and maybe a little fun. Today, Thursday, is shaping up to be cold and crisp, with a high in the upper 30s and plenty of sunshine making it feel a little better than the thermometer suggests. And overnight, we will drop down into the low 20s under partly cloudy skies, so you will definitely want to protect pets, pipes, and any plants that do not like a hard freeze. Tomorrow, Friday, stays on the chilly side as well, with daytime temperatures hovering in the mid-30s and a chance for some light snow showers or flurries, especially later in the day and into the evening, which could put a dusting on bridges and secondary roads even if it does not add up to much on the ground. By Saturday, we should see a slight improvement, with highs in the mid to upper 30s again, and mostly cloudy skies. And while it will still feel wintry, the main story will be lingering cold rather than active storms. So it is a good day for layered clothing, warm drinks, and careful driving if you are out early or late when the roads can refreeze. And hey, right after that forecast, let me slide in a quick favor from your friendly neighborhood host. If you enjoy getting your local news and weather this way, please subscribe to the channel, hit that like button, and slam the notification bell so you never miss a morning. If you find value in this show, share the channel with a friend, a coworker, or that neighbor you always wave to but never quite catch up with in person, and help our little Murphy Morning Show community grow. Now, let us look at some community events coming up in and around Murphy to brighten these chilly days. Later this week, there is a free educational session here in Murphy on using Google Photos, scheduled for this afternoon at the Education Annex in town, starting at 2 o'clock in the afternoon. It is designed for folks who want to learn how to safely store, organize, and share pictures from their phones or cameras. So if you have ever worried about losing your photos or wondered how to make albums for family, this is a relaxed, beginner-friendly way to get hands-on help. Looking a couple of days ahead, Downtown Murphy has a benefit event set for Saturday, January 31st, to support Ronnie Rooster Beaver at a venue on Valley River Avenue. Expect live music, food, and a chance to come together as a community to help a neighbor in need. And if you decide to go, plan for cold evening temperatures by dressing warmly, taking it slow on side streets, and carpooling if you can, so parking is easier for everyone. Events like this are a real reflection of who we are as a town, showing up with open hearts and a little mountain hospitality when one of our own needs a boost. For those of you who like a night out with music and dancing, there is a date night on the dance floor coming up in nearby Andrews on Saturday evening, January 31st, at 7 o'clock at a venue on Old Business 19. It is a fun excuse to get out of the house, warm up by moving your feet, and support a local business that brings live music to our region. If you are heading over there from Murphy, give yourself extra time in case of icy patches in the shaded curves, and remember that even if the main roads look clear in the afternoon, temperatures drop quickly after sunset. We also have some bigger seasonal events on the horizon that are worth circling on your calendar, even if they are a little further down the road. Downtown Murphy's ongoing shop and sip type events, including a special second Saturday shop and sip coming up for Valentine's season next month, will bring extended shopping hours, refreshments, and a festive atmosphere to our historic streets, giving you a chance to support local businesses while enjoying an evening stroll. And later in the year, the Murphy Spring Festival will return with vendors, food trucks, and family activities, turning the heart of town into a day-long celebration and giving all of us something warm and lively to look forward to as we push through the last of winter's chill. Before we wrap up, just a gentle safety reminder as we ride out this cold snap. Take a minute today to check in on elderly neighbors or anyone who might have trouble heating their home. Keep your space heaters on solid surfaces and away from curtains or bedding. And if you have to be out on back roads early in the morning or late at night, assume shaded spots and bridges could still be slick, even if they look dry. A few small precautions go a long way toward keeping our community safe and sound. That is going to do it for this Thursday edition of the Murphy Morning Show. I am Sara, and it is always a joy to spend part of your morning with you, sharing the stories, weather, and events that knit this community together. Thank you for listening. Thank you for caring about our little town, and I hope you have a peaceful, productive, and cozy day. Until next time, take good care of yourselves and each other, and be sure to tune in again tomorrow morning for more news, weather, and happenings from right here in Murphy, North Carolina.